this is Joshua with Team Lionheart. You can see my teammates walking off there real quick. Larson,
Yeah.
let's get it over.
Yeah, that was the same team,
Yep. Shout out to our sponsor, Lionheart Games down in St. Cloud. Let's get into it. I lost to our team placed third in the overall tournament and lost one round into the top cut, or getting into the top cut.
Yes.
Me personally, I lost one match the whole day. Yeah.
Very good.
All right, we are playing Swordsoul, so let's get into it. Starting off with our favorite normal summon, we are on 3 Swordsoul of Moye.
Yeah, we know what she does.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about the card effect. So, yeah,
3 Long Young.
Yeah, perfect.
2 Taya.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to put him at 3, but he needs the 10 E's in order to function, so stays at 2. And then 2 Incredible Ecclesia. Some people are on 3. I think it's
too much. Saki.
Yeah, you really don't want to see it if you're going first because you just Ash ends your turn. All right, moving on to the 10 E's. We play 1, 2, 3 Adhara. I think that 3 Adhara is too good to pass up. It does make a good side out target games 2 and 3, but yeah. Then we are on 3 Ashuna. If you're playing less, you're wrong. And then 2 Vishuddha. I had him at 3 for a long while, but I wanted to make room for some things, so we moved him down to 2. And then 1 Sathana, because we do play the Heavenly. Moving on to our hand trap lineup, we have 1, 2, 3 Ash Blossoms.
Yeah, Ash.
Yep, it's Ash.
No surprise.
It's mandatory.
Yeah, it's Ash.
3 Effect Veilers. Some people, like in Perms and said, I think the Effect Veilers fix bad hands. They do come up with Swordsoul. Just special Ateni, normal Effect Veiler. Suddenly you're going. Then 3 Pro.
Yeah.
Mandatory.
I
You're still
agree.
around.
Yeah, and he will be around for a while, so I agree. Yeah. The crew is
Disgusting
mandatory. Yeah.
All right, moving on to our spells and trap.
Yes.
We'll start with the spells. We are on 3 Swordsoul Emergence. It's your Rhoda. You play it at 3.
Yeah, you have to.
Then we are on 2.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Tenyi.
2. Yeah. Vessel of the Dragon Cycle. I like it at 2. It gets you Vishuddha into rotation, and Vishuddha just picks apart boards so
by itself,
easily. Yeah. Then we are on 2 Heavenly Dragon Circles. It lets us tag Moye out. Some people play it at 3 because it does work as a search, essentially, but I think that at 2 it's fine. You see it when you want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then
the tutor ratio is good.
moving on to our generic deck cards. Desires. It's Desires. It's you play Desires.
Yeah, you play Desire.
Okay, moving on
Trap.
to our traps.
So
1 Blackout.
Yeah, only
It's
one.
Swordsoul. I've thought about putting more than 1, but it's just...
If you banish it, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, it generates you advantage if you banish it. Next, this one's a bit more surprising. We're still going first build, but we are maining 3 evenly matched.
What is the theory behind?
So, going into today, I expected to see a little more control, just because it seems like new format drops, everyone tries to move back into control. But the backup behind that was, even if I'm seeing Math Mech, or a lot of Math Mech, a lot of Exosister, seeing a lot of Swordsoul, seeing a lot of Tear, Evenly still does a ton of work against those because all those decks don't usually have an Omni-Gate. I mean, sometimes Swordsoul has Baron, but usually they want Changing a little more.
Yeah, I agree.
And the only deck in the room that really constantly has an Engage for Evenly would be Spright.
Yeah,
but you can, if you open Vishuddha, you can force the interaction. So,
yeah, no, that's good.
Then moving.
Did you resolve it?
Oh, so many times.
So many times, and it took everybody by surprise.
Yeah, I didn't get to resolve it game 1 except for in a feature there for Top Cut, but it definitely put in work. Completely broke the board.
And because the
what-
Brave Engine is no longer here, it's
Yeah.
less likely you're going to result more
Yeah.
because now there is no Baron in the format now. So basically, they don't have an out. They don't have an Omni out most of the top deck.
No,
they have
no.
Monsters Negate, but they don't.
I,
Good call.
I mean, I did see Brave today, but you know, he was playing with Spright, which makes it awkward to even
Yeah.
interact with the.
Okay. Let's keep moving.
And then the last 3 traps,
Yeah.
3 Rivalry.
Yeah, because
they're
of
in the main.
no surprise.
There's so much you can do. Even if you're getting punished by Nib, you can flip Rivalry
Yeah.
after the token's clear, and suddenly they
cannot play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, yeah.
They are stuck with a rock, rock monsters, and yep.
Okay, moving on to our
Extra
extra
deck.
deck. As mandatory, 3 Monk of the Tenyi.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
You need
No explanation. We know.
1 Shaman. I've
Yeah.
thought about using them at 2 because there's usually 1 spot I'm not super set on, but for now it's still at 1. We move on to 1 Draco Berserker to round out our Tenyi stuff.
It clears the board.
Clears the board. It's really strong into tier 2 because
They don't have an out.
It's also really good in the mirror match because you
And it's
just banish
yeah.
their Tenyi.
Yeah, and it's a 3K body, right?
3K body.
So yeah, they
and
don't have an out for that.
Spright also struggles to get over it unless they have the pixies, but
Yeah.
all right. Next, for our generic stuff,
Yeah,
we
2,
have 2
yeah.
Baxia, pretty self-explanatory,
Yeah, I know.
picks apart boards. Good to know it's not once per turn.
Yeah, it does the job.
Yeah. 1 Yazi.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I barely make it, but when you do make it, it feels so.
Yeah.
Then this is the tech spot for me. It is 1 Cyphering Lord Omega. I figured since I was going to be using Evenly in the main, that I could also consider using Gamma even if I'm going going second as well. And then Cyphering Lord Omega just picks apart any
Yeah.
hand traps that are left. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not recovering after.
Yeah, no. Then we play 1 Baron.
Yeah.
Swordsoul, it's a level 10, you play Baron.
Yep.
Moving on to our last generic thing, we have Psychic Ed and Punisher. Some people don't play it. I think it's too good with the Tingies to ignore. This card has won me games that I had no business winning because I'm down in life. They stop me on a token,
Yep.
and I just special out a Nashuna or a Vishuda. Suddenly, they're in a lot of trouble. Moving on to our Sword Souls finally. We play 2 Chi Zhao.
Yeah, self-explanatory.
Yep,
Yeah.
self-explanatory.
2 is good. Yeah.
One Sinister.
Yeah, same story.
And one
And I know what is the last one.
Lightning,
Yes.
so yeah.
So. He hasn't changed that much over the last 6 months. These 4 guys.
Yeah.
2-1-1. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Side deck.
Side deck. Start off with
Yeah.
our Siphon
Yeah.
your Gammas and the requirement
Self-explanatory.
driver. Yeah.
Yes.
We do have the Dark Rulers in
Yeah.
the side since we have the Evenlies in the main. It just
Yep.
it helps.
Yep.
And you can side them in if you think you're going to get token collected, which did happen today. This is a little more interesting. We play 3
first.
judgments
Yeah.
just to make sure that our rivalries stick or we don't get evenly
Yeah.
ourselves. It just
And you have the Punisher too, so that helps. You
Yeah,
play the
yeah.
Punisher, so basically it helps to have lower life point. to
Oh,
have
yeah, definitely.
A strong Punisher.
And then moving on, we are on 2 droplets.
Yeah.
I will have it at 2 just to clean up the driver of it all.
Yep.
And then finally, we went to 3
back roll.
Cosmic just
Yeah, back
because
roll.
I was scared of control. And it's honestly,
It's always good.
won me a game against Exosisters because I could be set up, or I activated Rivalry and then set Cosmic. Cosmic took care of the Returnier when he set it, so he wasn't
Yeah.
able to get out of Rivalry.
Okay, very good. So congratulations.
Yep,
Thank you for coming in. I will see you next time.
definitely.